8:44. Announcement of action taken in closed session, Dana.
Okay, for closed session. Item 6A, a motion was made to approve the personnel action list with edit. Motion by Kelly, seconded by McLaughlin, motion unanimously passed. Here we go, but the new hires, Kara Silva, sped clerk, mandated coach, cost clerk, classified district-wide. Willis Hescock, classified, Hoopa L, Timothy Brilla, Aces, site lead, classified, Orleans, Timothy Brilla, literary professional, classified, Orleans, Lila Tracy, Brown supervisor, classified, Witchcat, Nikki Valentine, art teacher on a waiver, certificated, Hoopa L, Destiny Rose Rodriguez, fifth grade teacher on a waiver, certificated, Hoopa L, Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Oh, I like that.
Cinnamon.
That's pretty.
Cinnamon.
RSPA classified Orleans. Transfers, Lily Jarnigan transfer from an LP to a SPIA one-on-one classified Trinity Valley. Resignation, we have Jeff Moorhead retired, ACES, site lead classified Orleans. Destiny Rose Rodriguez, Saskia classified Hoopa L, she's resigned, but she moved into a teaching position. And then we have a probational release, LP ACES, classified Hoopa L. We have coaches and advisors, Tyler Mitchell, freshman high school basketball walk Hoopa High, Wayne King, coach 8th grade boys basketball walk on Orleans, Wayne King volunteer girls basketball walk on Orleans. We have Freedom, Eric, sophomore class advisor walk on Hoopa High. Christina Robbins, volunteer girls basketball, walk on Orleans. Lainey Ashley, cheer advisor, basketball cheer, walk on Hoopa High. Rodney Robbins, coach, 8th grade girls basketball, walk on Hoopa L. Rodney Robbins, coach, 8th grade boys basketball, walk on Hoopa L. Jed Morris, coach, 7th grade boys basketball, walk on Trinity Valley. Tinker Marion McCovey, varsity boys basketball, walk on Hoopa High. Roman Hutt, did I skip somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, rescind application. He had put in his application, he rescinded it. And that was for Hoopa High. Brittany Moore, athletic director, certificated Hoopa High. Suatjet Colgrove, coach, varsity softball, certificated Hoopa High. Steve Valentine, volunteer coach and driver, boys basketball, walk on Hoopa High. Melinda Golly, advisor. Yeah, she ASB classified Trinity Valley, Aaron Smith, the coach, JV boys basketball, classified Hoopa High. And then we have our PBIS site leads. We have Nathaniel Steinhardt, certificated for Hoopa L. Hunter Schaefer for classified for Jack Norton. Andrea Butler Crosby, certificated Orleans, and Cheryl Tuttle, certificated for Wichita. And we have a long-term sub, Shannon Leah May, for Hoopa High, certificated. Did I skip anybody? No. Okay, we're good.
Thank you, Dana. Okay, that brings us to the information discussion and correspondence. We have the ASB quarterly report. The first reading of the District Sunshine 25-26 initial proposal for the Klamath Trinity Joint Unified School District to the California School Employees Association, Chapter 347. We have letter from Michael Davies Hughes, Humboldt County Office of Education Superintendent, commending Trinity Valley Elementary, Orleans Elementary, Hoopa Valley High School, Hoopa Elementary for being in compliance with the Williams Act. We have the Klamath Trinity Teachers Association 25-26 Sunshine proposal. These are all for information and discussion. Does the board have any discussion or comment on any of those? Do we have any public comment on any of those items? Okay, hearing none, that'll bring us to the consent agenda. We have the approval for the spring sports schedule for boys and girls wrestling, boys and girls basketball for Trinity Valley Elementary School and Hoopa Valley High School. We have approved the commercial warrants for October 2025. Approved the board meeting minutes for 10/14/2025 from 10/27/2025. And approved the district sunshine initial proposal of the Klamath Trinity Joint Unified School District to the Klamath Trinity Teachers Association 2025-2026. I would like to have the minutes be with edits in the motion. Did we have any questions on any of the consent agenda items?
I have one.
Trustee Gray?
I know I asked about the van, it doesn't say vans, it says vehicles, and you told me that it was the ELOP funds. Can you just tell me if it was this year's funds or last year's funds?
This year's funds.
It is this year's funds. These are these the vans that we talked about before and were supposed to be purchased before the end of the year?
Yes.
Anything else? Do I have any public comment on the consent agenda items? If not, do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda with, go ahead, Trustee McLaughlin?
No,
Oh, you make a motion with edits to the minutes? Do I have a second?
Jim,
you didn't have a comment on this?
I just asked for it, did I?
Well, I should.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead, public comment on the consent agenda.
I would just like to when the schedule has been made, if any activities at the high school for the kids, that we don't exclude any sports that are on away games, because the career fair happened when the football team was gone, so they didn't get the opportunity to participate in that.
You got to make a note of that. We try to get the schedules to correspond to as much as we can, but I'll have the superintendent check into that. And what was your name?
Lindsay McCoven. Thank you.
Can I make a comment on that? The school didn't put the career fair on. That Hoopa Education put it on.
Right, but they have to speak with the principal. I mean, it just doesn't happen overnight. So, I mean, they could work with them and say, you know what, all of our students are not gonna be here, and that's the football team's over 60 kids. Another event happened too, and the volleyball team was gone.
Can I ask what the ball game was?
It was a McKinleyville or.
So that's scheduled by the league and not the school.
Right, but
Okay.
when organizations come to you and ask to do this great thing,
Yeah.
right, and a lot of our seniors were on that team.
Yeah.
Because you know what, how about let's change it to this day, so we can include all the kids and have the
I
opportunity.
totally get what you're saying. I'm saying the school doesn't get to schedule the football game.
Right,
The
but they
league
do
does.
speak to the school
Yeah.
on when they can put
Sure.
on the event.
I understand. I would like our kids to always get to participate as much as possible.
Okay, do I hear a second? Awesome. Have a motion made by trustee McLaughlin, seconded by trustee Colgrove to approve the consent agenda with edits to the minutes. All in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none, the consent agenda is approved with edits to the minutes. That brings us down to the action items. First one is page 53, approve out-of-state travel. Presenter Carmelita Hostler. That's on page 53.
Good evening, we're requesting out-of-state travel for Emily and I to attend the Impact Aid workshop and conference this year. Every year it happens in December and it is in Las Vegas. And every year we learn something new. And we are scheduled to go on December, say the 6th, I think it's Saturday, and return on the 9th. And just asking for approval. It's a yearly thing that we attend. We get information when we fill out our impact aid report. We get to talk to our analysts who provide information when we're getting our funding, what's happening at the federal level. So it's a really good conference. A great thing.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I just want to get the dates correct, Carmi. So it's December 7th through the 9th.
Yes,
Okay, so do we say 6th through the,
I
9th?
just said off the top of my head, I only had the agenda, but that's Sunday. It should be a Saturday because Sunday is an actual
Sunday is the 7th,
hands-on workshop.
and then Saturday,
So it'd be the
it says
6th.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so there's a typo on their little flyer.
It should be on a Saturday.
Do we have to
to
have the
travel.
dates in there? Just have
Just
the
the
overnight, we'll just approve overnight travel,
Out-of-state
out-of-state travel.
I'll second it.
I have a motion made by trustee Gray, seconded by trustee Colgrove to approve out-of-state travel for Carmelita Hostler and Emily Marshall to attend the Impact Aid Technical Assistance Workshop and NIISA Conference. All in favor? Any opposed? Oh, do you have a question, Mark? Okay. Hearing none, motion is approved. Thank you, Carmi.
Section.
Oh, you're on the herd again. Okay, next we have approved invoices for cafeteria and Hoopa High, page 58. Army,
Oh, these are invoices that didn't complete the process and get prior approval. They didn't go through the escape system, so we're bringing them to you for approval. And we're working on making it, getting better at utilizing the system that we have in place.
I didn't think we had to approve anything like under 10,000.
We just received it though. We just received the invoice and the board policy states that you have to approve and we have a system in place and the board policies states that and therefore anything that didn't, we receive an invoice and aren't aware of any how did this come about, then we'll bring it to you for approval.
oh, so it's not about the amounts, it's about it didn't go through the appropriate process.
Not according to the board policy.
Okay, so are they late or does it matter or?
It doesn't matter at this time, we owe the members.
You recommend that we do this?
Yes.
I'll move.
Okay.
I have a motion made by trustee Colgrove, seconded by trustee McLaughlin to approve invoices for cafeteria and Hoopa High School.
Thank you.
That brings us down to 11E. Well, I'm sorry, I should have asked if there's any public comment on that on the last one. A little late, but none? Okay. Next, we have approved ASB warrants by school site presenter Jacqueline McCullough, superintendent. We're on page 98.
Yeah, so this should be hopefully the last time that you guys see different systems. Yeah,
Said, didn't we buy
we did,
new system?
and they're getting trained on it. Yeah, go ahead. You want to
Okay.
speak to this? This is Carmi's jam too.
Okay. So we had one more school today that needed to provide the information to the company so that they can roll out the new program. That information, I'm hoping that they send it tomorrow so that it's a complete, it's ready to go minus the one school site. And we want to roll it out all together so that everyone is on the same page as far as the training and getting that going. We're a little bit behind. I had a September 15th deadline to get it going, but it's gonna be there. So I'm pretty excited to see this. I think it's gonna help out the school site secretaries, or any club advisors. It's just gonna be it's just specific to ASB and the activities. And I think that will help persons with a better understanding instead of using QuickBooks and you're trying to learn something. So we're excited about that. so, yeah, this is the last time everyone should be on the same listings.
Good.
So Carmi, are these are, so you're. I just want to make sure, so is this just being, they're submitted, are they reconciled and everything is looking okay, or what?
They're not reconciled, so there's
Okay.
some school sites that are reconciled. And it would have been, I believe you had an ASB quarterly report, you'll
Yeah.
see.
Is
up
it
to,
coming up next, or did we just?
the information is a quarterly
Yeah,
report.
okay, that's where I saw it, I was
Yes.
wondering, so.
So you'll see
It's
who
kind of confusing,
reconciled.
they're kind of in two
and
places.
who didn't. Yeah, we just thought we should probably have it on the action just because of the discussion of why we had different lists. So we
Okay.
knew it would come up. Yeah,
All right, perfect,
okay.
thank you. Any public comment on this item? Hearing none. Any questions from the board?
I'll just be really glad when we have all the same things.
Same thing, yeah.
The high school one is really confusing, the way that it's presented, in negatives. Okay.
I did have one but
Give us the page number, Terry.
the last page, 104. On the high school, it says supplies for media class. Is that because ASB was? I didn't know why ASB is paying for supplies for media class.
So if you go down further on the list for the high school, it is, what's the amount for media supplies? So the first part of that,
114.
the first part of that list is the checking. The second part will show by club, and I believe it's coming out of the yearbook club. What was the amount?
$614.96.
Maybe it wasn't that one then.
No, it's for like the banners, like
It's for ink and banners.
yeah, for vinyl.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
We use
Mr.
the vinyl
Solo's
banners
here.
that we
Yeah.
do for PBIS support throughout the school.
For what?
They do PBIS support for teachers, students, and other people.
Why, my question is not the amount or anything, and my question is, why would, ASB pay for supplies for PBIS, if it's PBIS? That's my question, not the amount or.
They're supposed to have their own supply.
When,
So I was able to, I requested an Excel sheet so that I could make it a little more clear. And, I can present that to you guys, maybe at the next meeting, because I too had gone through the list and it was a little convoluted. And, so I broke it out just like it is on the PDF, but it's a little more clear. It takes out a lot of the dates that shouldn't be in there, because I think they added dates clear back to 2018, maybe. I'm not sure. It was a big report. At any rate, it breaks it down to what it actually really is. And then the activity from July 1st of this year to October 31st. And if you write those notes, then Jacqueline can reach out and maybe talk to Malia to see if it is for PBIS, because you're absolutely right. Why would we be using ASB? Yes.
That's all, I was just wondering why.
I got it.
ASB would pay for something that they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, do I hear a motion?
No, I'll make a motion.
Awesome.
I have a motion made by trustee McLaughlin, seconded by trustee Kelly it's the warrant list from July 1st through October 31st, correct, Carmi?
Correct.
Should it say ASB warrant list or is it just warrant?
ASB warrant list.
Okay, motion to approve the ASB.
Come later.
warrant list from July 1st, 2025 to October 31st, 2025. All in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, the motion is approved. That brings us to approval of the J13A for Orleans Elementary School, request for allowance of attendance due to emergency conditions on October 13, 2025. Jacqueline McCullough, Superintendent.
So Orleans had no water one day, so we had to close school. And so that is approving the J13A to turn into the state.
I move to. Do we have any public comment on this Orleans school closure? Any questions by the board? Do I hear a second? I'll second. I have a motion made by trustee Colgrove, seconded by trustee Bray to approve the J13A for Orleans Elementary School. A request for allowance of attendance due to emergency conditions on October 13th, 2025. All in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Hey, board members, before you leave, now that it's approved, each one have to sign off on this, so before you leave, you'll need to sign off on this, we have to send it to the state.
That brings us to G, approve the EPIC EPIC special education staffing salaries in the amount of $431,481.43 for the 2025-2026 program year to meet compliance. Presenter, Kristen Wright, SPED Director, and Jacqueline McCullough, Superintendent.
Yeah, so we're paying for 4 aides and 2 special education teachers. A company called Epic.
I kind of want to bring attention that that one of these people on here make more than our superintendent.
Well, they don't make it, the
They don't.
company makes it.
Yeah,
They get like a fraction of it, to be honest.
Well, why is their names listed with those amounts and the hours they work and the days they work and
That's how much they charge us for that person.
Yeah, like that's probably including their
that person
benefits.
doesn't make that?
No.
no,
No,
No, they take their benefits out of that, workers' comp, all those types of things, I'm sure come out of that.
and then probably their 20%
It's
or
over
whatever.
now, yeah.
Yeah, it's a company fee too. They have, and then the way that it works is if the people, they work for them for 3 years, and then if they want to come over to the district, they're released at that point to do that. And we have gotten quite a few employees that way, actually. This is not ideal. It's outrageous, but we have to have teachers and we have to have aides, so.
well, then I'd like to add to that too, is that the aides that they send. Are familiar with working with special needs students
That's
and they
very
don't
cool.
take, they have training. So we are getting,
Great
Quality.
people.
yeah,
They're very good.
Any other questions from the board?
And this is they're coming here, not
Yes.
beyond, not on screen.
No, they come to us, yeah, and work with our students.
Do you have any public comment on this item? Hearing none, public comment is closed. Do I hear a second? I have a motion made by trustee Jackson, seconded by trustee McLaughlin to approve the EP IC special education staffing salaries in the amount of $431,481.43 for the 2025-2026 program year to meet compliance. All in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none, motion is approved. Next, we have confirmation and approval of the date to hold the Board of Trustees organizational meeting on December 9th. Presenter Dana Magdalena, Administrative Assistant Public Information Officer, page 115.
So this is something we do every year, and for those of you who have returned, every December, we have to hold elections for officers. Each officer, clerk, and president holds the office for 1 year only, and then we reorganize again. And we have to have it done within the first 20 days of December, and our current date, which is December 9th, will meet that, so we'll be fine with that. And if you guys approve it, then I'm required to send it to the Office of Education in Eureka to confirm with them, so they'll have it on their schedule, and the state needs to know it as well. So I just need confirmation that this is an acceptable date for that meeting.
And it's the date that we've already.
Yeah, you are.
Scheduled in, there's no reason to change it. Any other questions from the board? Further?
Do I have any public comment on this item? No public comment. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
One second. I have a motion made by trustee Bray, seconded by trustee Jackson to confirm and approve the date of December 9th, 2025 at 5 o'clock in the district office to hold the Board of Trustees organizational meeting. All in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, motion is approved. Okay, well, it brings us down to the Board of Trustee reports. Terry Bray, trustee area 1. Did you have anything you would like to report this week, this month?
I don't have anything to report.
Lori Hodge, president, trustee area 2, that's me. I just wanna, I wanna thank everyone for coming. I see a great turnout tonight, and I know it's getting late, so I will pass on any further report, but I'd like you to all know how much I appreciate your being here and attending our meetings and your interest. Thank you. Martha McLaughlin, trustee area 3.
I'm not gonna belabor. Pretty much Karen puts everything in her newsletter.
Yes, she does. Kadushka Cogrove, trustee area 4. Frank Richards, trustee area 5.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody for showing up and staying late. I'd just like to give a couple things out that I'm involved with. There's the Hoopa Tribe is creating a nonprofit, a youth nonprofit. We had our first meeting. Our next meeting, and there's, you know, when that meeting is
25th of August.
the 25th of August.
November.
Yeah, and that's when we're gonna elect some officers and try to get some kind of plan going. That's very awesome news, and still waiting to collaborate with the high school on building these homeless shelters that BLBS is building. And, yep. That's it.
Leslie Jackson, trustee area 6.
Nothing to report.
And Patty Kelly, trustee area 7.
I'd like to report that our river schools are thriving, Chet Yurok Magnet School and Jack Norton. Friday, there's gonna be a family fall festival. Free dinner, musical performance from 5:30 to 7 at the Wichita Yurok tribal offices. Gonna be a musical performance, had to say that again, it's gonna be real special. And our kids are gonna be taking a field trip tomorrow to Cal Poly to see the Magic School Bus performance.
Okay, thank you. That brings us to reports. Superintendent Jacqueline McCullough.
I
You a
have,
verbal
yeah,
report?
I have something really positive. Just looking at the state tests, I'm so excited about how we did district-wide. So 15 points is considered significant growth when we make 15 points in math and language arts. Our district-wide averaged 38 points we made in ELA and 32 in math. So that's huge. Our chronic absenteeism, we still know that we have a problem in that area, but it decreased 4.1% district-wide. Our high school graduation rate is maintained at 96.9%. And then our suspension rate did decline, but just by 0.7%. But our growth in ELA and math is a true testament to how hard our staff works. I'm really proud of our staff. Every site made growth, so it's really exciting. I'm looking forward to the next year because I think we're moving in the right direction. Lots and lots of good things happening at all the sites. So yeah.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah.
The staff.
Okay, next we have Carmelita Hostler. She's not here, she's gone, but do we have any public comment regarding her? Any? No. Missy Ammon, MTO Director, no report, and she's off right now,
She's off.
right? Rico Tello, IT Director. Did you have anything to report or? Oh, okay, thank you. Erin Moya, Trinity Valley Elementary School Principal. Oh, Ms. Hostler, did you have anything you wanted to report for your first as CBO for reports?
Just that we're almost complete with our first interim, so that will be presented at the December meeting. We've been working really hard on that. And this week, we've been going strong with the final touches of our audit. So we're also working on that as well and uploading and answering questions. So we've been really busy.
Great, thank you. Erin Moya, Trinity Valley Elementary School Principal, she submitted a written report. Did you have anything to add, Ms. Moya, to your written report?
We're having harvest potluck on Thursday. And they're gonna do a warm coat exchange. So you guys are around.
Thank you. Karen Cole, Witchpeck Yurok Magnet School Principal, she submitted a written report.
She's at an event at her school right now. So.
Kirsten Wright, Sped Director, she submitted a written report. And Karen Cole, Orleans Elementary School Principal, she submitted a written report, and she is a same person at an event. Melissa Ruiz, Wellness Systems Coordinator, submitted a nice written report. Sandy Moon, Hoopa Elementary School Principal, submitted a written report. Tabuchi Colgrove, Indian Education Director and Acting ACES Director, submitted a report.
Still acting as director.
I think this was her last, this is her last report. She said from here on in, it would be the new person.
She will do every year.
Yes. And who's hiding? Yes. And she's being trained right now.
Okay, Rodney McKinnon, lead teacher, Jack Norton Elementary School, did not submit a report. Mary Ann Lyons, principal, Captain John High School and vice principal of Hoopa Valley Junior Senior High School, did not submit a report. And is not here. Will Hostler, Chief Safety Resource Officer, did you have anything to report, Will? David Scotty Appleford, the Hoopa Valley Junior Senior High School did not submit a report.
I have a comment on that one. Is our principal?
Public comment, I'm sorry. Can you come up here and state your name, please?
Kristen Raymond, tribal member. Is our principal gonna be reinstated?
We can't really speak to personnel items publicly.
So no comment then?
Can I speak on behalf of, also because I'm filling in for Scotty right now, and I just want to echo the sentiments that were stated earlier by Ramona. I thought she made some really good points, and Sydney as well. I think just our students need Scotty, need our principal back. We have more students now than ever, less staff. We're out without our life skills coordinator, we're without our front office secretary, without our principal. School is not safe. We need them back. I just wanna, I think those other people made the points very well that, we really need our principal at the school. Yeah, so I just wanted to just throw that out there. I feel like, it's putting a lot on everybody on our staff to not have them there. And then on a positive note, we do have our first home basketball games this week on the 20th. Playing against McKinleyville, so come out and support our athletic program. Then the day after Thanksgiving, we play Del Norte boys and girls, so I'd love to see everybody out to support Goodbye. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Tasha McCullough, Food Services Director, and no report. That brings us down to the union reports. Klamath Trinity Teachers Association, CTA and EA co-presidents Kim Moon and Robert Anderson.
Good evening, Robert Anderson, principal, president, thinking my principal. President of KTTA, 16-year teacher at Hoopa Valley High School. There was a question brought up in June by this body about teachers' retention and teachers' recruitment. And we did an investigation on behalf of the board to provide information about that, to poll our members for what were the issues that they felt were stressors. The people who indicated a high level of stress or low level of stress said that it was too many duties of time that they had. There were many other things that were listed, but that was a common theme. And I would like the board to consider that when they're thinking about situations like at the high school. This is an issue at the high school that affects our members. We've had an attendance staff who I don't represent had to leave because of stress related issues that affected her health. Our attendance is not accurate. The reports you're seeing do not include people who had excused absences for activities or people who are cuts and not related as cuts, because we only see our period, we don't see the whole day. So somebody else has to spot that they missed all of the days, but they showed up, so it's a cut. These are things that affect us personally. We have a PE teacher who is being asked to monitor up to 70 kids in a gym with 8 doors, because the middle school has a long-term sub that is filling in the PE position. And the subs are generally told to rely on the PE teacher, the credentialed PE teacher, to take care of issues. She has health issues, sure, but she's working on recovery for that. And the recovery has been directly impacted by this. She's had hypertension. She had to have medical staff come out to make sure that she was safe to drive home so she could leave early because of a hypertension event. If you walk on campus, you're going to see kids that are walking around happy and loved because we're putting our bodies between the truck and the child. Scotty's going to be one of the first people to do it. You're not going to catch us at our best moments because we're not in our best spaces. There are so many emails that I almost sent at 4 o'clock, but I didn't, and went home and slept and radically rewrote them at 8 a.m. or on Sunday. The conditions at the high school are detrimental to the health and welfare of the staff. You can see it in our absenteeism. You can see it in our faces. You can see for the number of people who've talked to me confidentially that they've already put their names in and Ed joined. These are people who've been teaching at least as long as I have at that site. I've never seen it this bad. And I'm not leaving. So my concern is, what is it going to look like when this is all done? What are we going to have left? When you lose established teachers, you lose people who dug roots into the community. This is a direct impact on our members. And a lot of this could be negotiated better through communication, which is really the fundamental of every relationship relies on good communication. You can get that back at the end of the day.
It's the timer.
Oh, whoops.
Timer for the meeting or for me?
For you.
For you.
This is 2 months in a row. You guys have been in closed session for over 2 hours. Are you really gonna stop me? I mean, what kind of signal are you gonna send on that? If you want the community's input, if you want the staff's input at 9:20, you're gonna shut me out. Do I have the board's permission to continue or am I done?
I would move that we suspend the rules so he can continue for 3 more minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. What I was
Do I have
leading
to
up
second?
to,
Do I have to have a second?
oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
And they call that Robert's rules and we missed it.
All in favor? Thank you.
So I will be
Okay.
brief. I was driving to my point about communication as a bedrock of every relationship. I've been very overt in my role as president. It's not to fight this board every month, every meeting. I did not want to be part of anything like that. I see myself as a facilitator and not an agitator. And I presented that we could facilitate. If you wanted to change a policy, if you wanted to do a thing, we would be happy, any of our members would be happy to provide information, see how that would be possible. You could ask me or any of my executives, how would that work with the contract? Are you reading the contract the same way we're reading it? And then conflicts are prevented. But that really relies on communication. It really does. And I would like to reassert that that door's open, but we do have some issues that I brought up months ago that are moving beyond issues into crises. And it's not where I want them to be. I'll go there, but it's not where I want it to be. For my own part, I would like to see us working better together because we have one common goal, the kids. There's no reason for us to be in states of animosity. Shouldn't have to happen. So I present that as here to help you do your jobs because at the end of the day, we all have the same result in our hearts. Thank you for your time and extending it for me.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you.
Next, we have the California School Employees Association, Chapter 347, President Tricia Cisneros. She's not here and there's no report. That brings us to public comment on non-agenda items, and I believe we have Heidi Jernigan.
Well, I'm Heidi. I'm just here to give you guys a quarterly update on my program on, not mine, but the school's program. We are TCIS and I feel like I am a huge part of Hoopa Valley High School. And not only me, but my cohorts who are all their other sites doing things that TCIS do. So part of what I do at my job is I support probably the 336 kids that we have at the high school. Not one of them probably doesn't know me by name in the hallway. I give out snacks to no end, and I will never turn away a kid, whether they're in my program or not. And I wholeheartedly support my program. We have, out of the 925 students, we target 203 of them. Throughout all the schools in the school district. I have at Hoopa Valley High School, I can only say what I do because that's what I know. I don't know what all the other sites do. I do a 95% program, which reaches all kids, not just my program kids. And we had 198 kids with 95% in the first month of school, which it was exciting, but I served 198 ice cream cones, which was awesome, but a lot of work. And I would do it every month if that's, what I can get kids to come to school and not just my case kids. We're doing a Indigenous holiday on Friday. I invite all of you or whoever wants to come. It'll be in the home ec room from 12 to 2. Our goal is we have reached 100% of our school positive direction of our school climates, and our attendance is kind of what our goals are for all of our sites. We had 57% of our kids meeting our case managed kids, our target students, sorry, that's not the word. meet their goals for the first quarter up into October 29th was our first 45 days of, and we had 38 make not progress, they just stayed the same. They didn't make progress, but they were positive progress. And only had 4 kids out of all 203 decline in either it be attendance or their GPAs, or we have a few that are in our social emotional category, which mean for me at the high school, I have a few that have transitioned from foster care back into their parents' care. So we give them support by just meeting with them, seeing if everything's going okay on that note. So we do a lot of tier 1 supports, which are not just our targets, it's the whole entire school. And so every one of our site coordinators does amazing and wonderful things. And so I invite any of you at any time to come to any of our rooms and see what we do. And we do a lot. I was thinking back the other day about this fly was, sorry. Pet peeve about flies, but that's another story. So, I just want you to know that our program is wholeheartedly in every aspect for every kid in this whole school district. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Heidi. Lindsay McCovey, Lindsay McCovey. Thank
Hi.
you.
First and foremost, I want to thank our council members that are here, tribal council members, and if you guys can consider doing executive session at the daytime. I know years ago they did that because a lot of people have disabilities, or we have a student here, Liam, hanging in, so. This, couple of things, positive thing, I don't know if you guys checked out Melissa's wellness website, it's amazing. She actually did that by herself and, as a nonprofit. I have my own nonprofit and it's hard work. She's doing amazing things. They had a dental clinic already, and then they have their teen clinic. And so I just want to, give a shout out to Melissa for the great things her and Christy are doing in the wellness center. And then secondly, I wanted to share with you guys that my son Uriah Chang, he was a senior in Allen Kane, were selected out of 70 children across the 574 tribes to play in the Native All-American game that is scheduled next month in Minnesota. This is a really great accomplishment for them. Yeah, emotional. Only because it's, let me just share what I kind of wrote about they had their senior day, and I kind of share this with you guys, and then go with my request that I'm coming from. So they had their last senior night on the 7th. And most of you guys know that all of our teams travel over 75% of the games through the cold and wet season, especially during the winter time. I said, but the football ended, it was more meaningful remembering, they had their teammate who they lost tragically, their old coach. So it was really special, and it was heavy on their hearts, but they gave it their all. And there's no team in the division that have had to endure that type of pain. And not only that, they get racist names called at their games. They don't get a lot of support from their school administrators. They have yet to even share it in their athletic page. They have not approved it. And so I know that funding cannot be done for public, because it's not a public thing. But one thing that you guys can do is you guys can acknowledge them on your website. You can acknowledge them on the board and show them that they matter, their names matter. We're still fundraising to get their jerseys that are, I think, $80. I think 19 students don't have. And it might be a small thing, but maybe it's something that you guys can consider to show them that they matter, their names matter, and they're important. But I just want to share that positive thing. And and I believe Dana sent out a fundraiser that I'm doing for my son on Thursday. So thank you for sharing that. But I didn't, but if you guys didn't know what Allen is going to, so those are some of the positive things that are doing. And if we can uplift our children instead of finding ways to to keep them out, then there might be some more positive change within our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Bruce, that was the last one. I have a yellow slip for.
Can I
Do
say
I?
something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do I have anyone else but Darcy?
Hi, I'm Darcy Miller. I'm also a tribal council member for the Hoopa Valley Tribe. And I was really proud that you guys came and met with us. That was a good, positive thing that we were trying to work together, and I hope that we continue doing that. I do have to say that I sat here since 5:30. And you guys were in executive session for 3 hours. And so I just want you to know that this room was full when I got here, but people couldn't stay that long. So please remember that, and I know it's hard when you're in executive session because you want to talk about all these things. I know that. But be considerate that, you guys want the public to be here and be involved. But we can't do that. We can't, we work just like everybody else, and we can't sit here all night long waiting to be able to speak to the board. So please consider that next time, when you guys go into executive session. The other thing is that I want to go off of Robert Anderson's comments that he made. We did talk about getting more people into our school, to help out because there's not enough teachers, aides, but it's hard when you're tearing down your own team already. It's hard for people to say, hey, I want to go work for that school district. But when they're hearing negative things, it's bad, and it's hard to try to promote other people to come into our school system. So just consider that when you guys make decisions. And I'm not sure, I don't know the details of what had happened, but just think about that, because the community really comes out and hears these things. And that the community comes out in force when they hear something negative. And we don't want them to just come here when it's negative. We want them to come here to say, hey, I'm willing to help out. What can I do? And that's just what I want to put across to you guys, to please consider that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to Indian policies and procedures. Did I have, I don't have anyone here to speak on that issue either.
We had a really good meeting last night.
You did?
Darcy was there. We had a really good turnout and went over a number of things, and I thought it was really nice. We had some great conversation.
Oh, I do have a question though. Would you guys gonna approve those? That we,
Oh, no, they
The
didn't
site-
go through the CBO. She needs to
Okay.
check them out first, and then
Okay.
we'll bring them back for the next.
We'll put them
meeting.
on the next meeting.
Okay.
We just didn't get to check the figures on them. And our funds were reduced by about 82,000, so I just want to make sure they're all good.
okay,
But I think all the actions are fine. That's all good. We just want to double check the figures. And we'll bring it back though.
all right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, if there's no further public comment, we will adjourn at about 9:37. Thank you very much for